It was just past midnight when the rain began to fall in slow, heavy drops against the windshield of my rideshare car. I'd been driving for hours, picking up strangers with stories I'd never know, until that night I pulled up to the edge of town where the streetlights faded into darkness, and there he was, an elderly man, standing alone under a flickering lamp. His posture was rigid, almost military, and in his weathered hands he clutched a small wooden box so tightly it seemed like his life depended on it. He slid into the back seat without a word, the smell of rain and old leather filling the air. I glanced at him in the rearview mirror. His jacket, a faded olive green, bore the worn patches of the U.S. Army. The name tag read, "Carter." "Where to, sir?" I asked. His voice was gravelly, slow. "Just drive." For a while, we sat in silence, the wipers keeping time. Then he spoke. "You ever spend your whole life waiting to do something and run out of time?" I didn't know what to say, so I asked, "What's in the box?" He looked out the window, avoiding my eyes. 40 years of regret," he whispered. He told me his story. He'd served in Vietnam, lost brothers in battle, and when he came home, he'd been promised a medal for bravery, a mission where he saved an entire platoon under fire. But politics and paperwork swallowed his recognition. The medal was never awarded. That was fine, he said. But what wasn't fine was losing my wife before I could make it right. She wanted to see me honored, died before she could. The box, he explained, wasn't the medal. Letter from his commanding officer, proving the award was meant for him. For 40 years, I've carried it. I'm on my way to a cemetery to tell her I'm sorry. I felt my throat tighten. Something in his voice told me this trip was more than just a ride. So I asked, "What if there's still a way?" He chuckled bitterly. "Son, some wars are over before you even start." But I couldn't let it go. While he sat quietly in the back, I started making calls, first to a friend in the local Veterans Association, then to a reporter I once drove. By the time we reached the cemetery gates, I had a plan. "Sir," I said, turning around before you go in, "I think you should meet someone." A line of cars appeared behind us, their headlights cutting through the rain. Out stepped a group of veterans in uniform. A local official holding something wrapped in a velvet case. Carter froze, his hands trembling. "What is this?" I smiled. A ceremony, 40 years overdue. Right there, in the glow of headlights and under a sky still heavy with rain. The official opened the case, revealing the Medal of Valor. They pinned it on his chest as the veterans saluted their voices. Steady in the damp air, Carter's eyes glistened. He held the wooden box close, whispering, We did it, Mary. We finally did it. After the ceremony, he turned to me, double quotes, "Son, tonight you didn't just give me a ride, you gave me my life back." As he walked toward his wife's grave, metal gleaming under the streetlight, I realized something. Sometimes humanity isn't about grand gestures. Sometimes it's about refusing to let someone's story end unfinished. And that night, under the rain, I saw a war hero finally win his last battle.